Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Hope you enjoy yourself.
This is a story of a small boy who learns about the relevance and also enjoys the spirit of the Hindu festival of Ram Navami with his grandmother. In the small, bustling town of Ayodhya Nagar, nestled by a slow-moving river and surrounded by mustard fields, lived a boy named Vivan. He was 10 years old, curious-eyed, and full of questions about the world. His favorite time of the year was approaching, Ram Navami, the festival celebrating the birth of Lord Rama, the seventh avatar of Lord Vishnu. The whole town came alive as the festival neared. Streets were swept clean, homes decorated with marigold garlands and oil lamps, and the scent of sweet dishes like pankam and kheer filled the air. Even the banyan tree at the center of the town square, which had stood witness to generations, was wrapped in colorful fabrics and fairy lights. But while everyone else buzzed with excitement, Vivan felt confused. Why do we celebrate the birth of a god from so long ago? Vivan asked his grandmother one evening as she lit the diya by their small altar. She smiled, her eyes reflecting the flame. Because, dear one, Rama is not just a character in a story. He is a symbol of truth, courage, and duty. We celebrate his birth to remind ourselves of the values he lived by, and how those values still light our paths today. Still, Vivan wasn't sure he understood. He wanted to feel it, not just hear about it. The next morning, the town began the day with a grand Kalash Yatra. Women in bright saris carried pots filled with holy water on their heads, accompanied by the sound of conch shells and devotional songs. Vivan and his best friend Meera joined the procession, curious and wide-eyed. They followed it to the temple, where the priests recited verses from the Ramayana, recounting Rama's birth in the kingdom of Ayodhya to King Dashrath and Queen Kaushalya. In the evening, a grand Ramlila, the dramatic reenactment of Lord Rama's life, was staged in the school playground. Vivan and Meera sat in the front row, thrilled as actors in elaborate costumes brought to life the story of Rama's exile, his battles, his unwavering righteousness, and his victory over the demon king Ravana. Vivan watched with growing fascination. He saw Rama give up his royal life to honor his father's word. He saw him walk through forests with Sita and Lakshman, face challenges with patience and grace, and never waver from the path of dharma, righteousness. But it was one particular scene that stayed with Vivan, the moment when Rama had the chance to strike Ravana while he was unarmed, but chose not to. Even your enemy deserves fairness, said Rama, turning away from the opportunity to kill. Come to battle with dignity, and I shall face you. That night, Vivan couldn't sleep. He kept thinking about what he'd seen. How easy it would have been for Rama to take the shortcut and win. But he didn't. The next day, as the final preparations for the Ram Navami Puja were underway, Vivan saw something that made his heart sink. Meera was crying near the mango grove. Her handmade garland for the temple's Ram idol had been trampled, crushed by a group of older boys who had been playing nearby and didn't care to notice. Vivan's fists clenched. He marched up to the boys, ready to shout, when Rama's words echoed in his heart. Even your enemy deserves fairness. He paused. Hey, Vivan said, calmer than what he felt, you didn't mean to step on it, but you ruined something important to Meera. Can you help her fix it? The boys looked at each other, surprised. One of them, Ravi, scratched his head. We didn't realize it was hers. We were just running around. Then say sorry, Vivan insisted, and help her make a new one. It's for Lord Rama. Maybe it was the firmness in his voice, or maybe the spirit of Ram Navami had softened even the rowdiest hearts. But the boys agreed. Together, they sat with Meera and helped pick fresh flowers, stringing together a garland even more beautiful than the first. That evening, when the final aarti was sung and the temple bells rang through the town, Vivan stood beside Meera, holding the garland they'd all helped rebuild. As they placed it around the idol of baby Rama, dressed in silk and resting in a golden cradle, a quiet peace settled over Vivan. He understood now. Ram Navami was more than decorations and sweets and stories from long ago. It was about living those stories, about making choices that honored truth, compassion, and responsibility even when it was hard. It was about choosing what was right, not just what was easy. As the festival drew to a close and families began to leave the temple, Vivan's grandmother placed a hand on his shoulder. You felt it, didn't you? She asked softly. He nodded. I think Lord Rama would have been proud. Moral of the story. The true essence of Ram Navami lies not just in commemorating the divine birth of Lord Rama, but in embodying the virtues he stood for: truth, righteousness, humility, and compassion. Through Vivan's story, we are reminded that these values are timeless and universal. In our own lives, we often face situations where we must choose between what is easy and what is right. The festival teaches us that real strength lies in restraint, fairness, and the courage to uphold justice even when it is inconvenient or challenging. Celebrating Ram Navami, then, is not merely a ritual, but a reaffirmation of living a life aligned with Dharma, where every act, big or small, becomes a step towards building a more honest, kind, and courageous world.
Thanks for watching and enjoying our inspiring videos. If you like our stories, do pool in your likes and wonderful comments about your views. Also, don't forget to subscribe now for more interesting content. Have a nice day. Let's meet again soon. Take care.